All right, so what I've done here is logged into my Site Scout demo account so that I can show you some of this stuff. All right, if you don't have an account with Site Scout, I want you to, well, you don't have to do nothing, right? What I'm telling you here, but it would be useful. It would be useful for you to maybe sign up for an account. Again, it's free, right? You just go to sitescout.com, create yourself a free account if you don't already have it, and then just go ahead and log into your account. All right. When you log into your account, you will go to Tools. Okay, that's what I did. Just went to Tools, click on New Campaign. All right. When you click on New Campaign, you will see a screen that will look similar to this one right over here. Now, there's a lot of stuff here. Don't let this stuff confuse you. First of all, all right, what I'm going to show you here is some of the basic stuff. Okay, when it comes to setting up your campaign, you can take this information, you can apply it right now, and you can get your first campaign off the ground, as you're watching this video. Make sense? Now, if you have any questions, you can always contact their support. Okay, you can actually call them up. There's a phone number. You can call them up. You can say, hey, I'm having an issue here. I'm having an issue here. Okay, this particular module is not designed to be super advanced. Okay, just because I don't want to confuse you. Make sense? Now, we will be getting into some of the deeper stuff later on. Okay, round 2, round 3, that kind of stuff. Okay, I will let you know. So, again, the intention here is to show you how it's done. All right, go ahead and jump and start doing this. Get your feet wet with this kind of stuff. Okay, it's actually not difficult. Listen, don't overcomplicate a simple thing. Okay, now sometimes when you look at something that you haven't seen before, it may look like, well, it's confusing, right? Well, there's so many stuff here. There's like campaign basic, and there is traffic sources, and there's creatives, and there is GEO targeting, there is retargeting daily, day parting, all that good stuff right here, right? Contextual targeting. What the heck does all that mean? Do I need to know everything? Oh my God, my head is gonna explode. Don't worry about it, man. Just chill, Just take it easy. What we're going to be working with, there is actually like 3 different tabs we're going to be working with here. That's campaign basics. This is where you set up your campaign. Okay, you're going to name your campaign, all that good stuff. Where do you want the traffic to be redirected to? Self-explanatory stuff. Traffic sources. Okay, we're going to be working with that. We're going to be working with the creatives, which I'm going to show you in the next video. This is where you actually load up your banners that will be served, all that stuff. Okay, and then we're going to be working with retargeting. That's it. Okay, in fact, right now, step number 1 in setting up your campaign is, in order for us to start building our audiences, okay, in order for us to start creating that little cloud that I showed you in video number 1 of this module, remember that? Right, to where you will be capturing people into that cloud, okay, that later you will be following around on the internet, okay, because you only follow people that have visited your site, okay, at least once. Does that make sense? As long as they visited your site, boom, they are targeted and you're following them around. So that's why it's important, for you to, when you're running your campaigns with other traffic methods, make sure that you are targeting correctly. Okay, because let's say if you do a PPV campaign, for example, right, pay-per-view marketing, and you target a whole bunch of like non-targeted people, right? Let's say if you're promoting how to sell or grow tomatoes, and you just ended up targeting, you didn't really target your campaign, and you ended up going after folks who are looking for things that have to do with like sports or something like that, right? Like totally off the wall, totally unrelated, audience, right? Well, if you're gonna retarget them with your tomato stuff, obviously they're not gonna be interested. Make sense? So make sure that you are targeting, your initial traffic comes to your site, comes from targeted sources. Okay, if you get that taken care of, you have targeted traffic coming to your site, and then you have this retargeting being attached to your site, so to speak, right? Man, you can do so much good stuff. It's unbelievable what you can accomplish, and man, oh man, you can build your business you can take your business to an unbelievable heights. This is all not that difficult. So what we're gonna do, step number 1, is we're gonna build our audiences. We're gonna click on retargeting over here. Okay, see this? Retargeting. Okay, we're gonna click on create new audience right over here. Okay, we're gonna go on the right, we're gonna click on create. All right, see this here? Boom, this little thing pops up here. We're gonna name our audience our retargeting list. This will be the list of people that we're gonna be following on the internet, okay, based on whatever you want to promote. So yes, you can be promoting multiple things and you can be following multiple crowds of people all at the same time, all right, simultaneously. Does that make sense? So, you know, for this particular example, I don't want to show you exactly what to promote or whatever. I just wanted to keep it very generic. Okay, you're gonna tweak it to whatever it is that you're promoting. Okay, I'm gonna say ITF demo. Okay, so you'll click on save. Boom. Now see that ITF demo over here? You're gonna click on it. Okay, you actually just highlight it. Okay, just gonna highlight it, and then it's very important. Okay, make sure that you highlight the list that you want to retarget. Okay, that you want to build. In my example, it's ITF demo. I just created it, right? Highlight it. You will go on the right, click where it says get tags. See that? See how simple it is? Get tags, and then you will select the recommended one here. Script. Now this is your pixel. This is your tracking code. All right. You're gonna copy this whole thing right here. Okay. You're gonna copy this thing. Don't worry about all the jibbity tha. All this stuff over here. I have no idea what all this stuff stands for, but all I know is, you know what, at the end of the day, this thing is gonna work like champ for me, and that's what I want. All right, that's what you want too. So just copy it. Okay, very, very simple. Copy, and then you're gonna place this. Very important. Now check this out. Okay, I'm not gonna show you how to do this because I have no idea what you're promoting. I have no idea how your system is set up or what you're doing. Okay, the concept is this: you're gonna take this code, okay, and you're gonna place it on the page where people being redirected to when you are promoting the page. Okay, so whatever page that you're promoting, in most cases, is going to be your landing page. Okay. So where does the traffic go to? What's the page that traffic is going to? Like when you're promoting on Facebook, when you're promoting and getting traffic, to whatever it is that you're promoting, what page do you promote? Okay, it should be your landing page. Okay, so you will place this code on your landing page. Make sense? So that when people hit your landing page, okay, they will be cookied in. Okay, they'll get a cookie placed in their in their browser, and then that cookie is going to follow them everywhere else they go, and they'll display, and that cookie is going to display your ad for that particular person. Make sense? Okay, you say, Vic, how do I place this code onto my landing page? Well, if you created a landing page using like whatever, all right, Megaphone or ELPP or leadpages.net, okay, there is going to be a little area in the setup usually, okay, to where it's going to allow you to add tracking codes or tracking pixels. Well, that's where you paste this code to. Okay, you're going to paste it in. You're going to click on save, or if you have a designer do it for you, just make sure the code is being placed right before the close of the HTML in the body, okay, of that page. Okay, and that's what you're gonna do for step number one. Okay, so that when people are hitting that page, they'll be able to. This code is gonna fire off, and it's gonna put a pixel, or it's gonna put a little cookie on that visitor's browser. Okay, and then the rest of the trick is gonna happen in video number whatever that number is after this one. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do the rest of the setup in the next video.